EPUB company, and I want to update my career in a IT field. So I joined ASTEP, and in ASTEP I have learned Agile Scrum and software development lifecycle, and also the concepts of HTML and CSS, and I'm able to create a static web page currently, and in the future I'm going to learn some more concepts in Python also. That's all about the current thing. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, that's great to know, Ramya. So,
Thank you.
talked about the different aspects. So, before we go into the HTML, I would like to understand about the software development life cycle. Like, what is that SDLC is about? Can you elaborate in detail?
Yes, ma'am. Software development life cycle. It is a process used in a industry to design and test, and also to develop a softwares, and they have used some phases to make a software in a um, proper efficient way. The phases includes a planning phase and also a requirement gathering analysis phase, design phase, and development phase, testing, finally deployment and maintenance phase. And also they have used some tools in SDLC to do to produce a software. Tools like Jira, JIT, and Confluence. These are the some tools they have used in SDLC. And also first, coming to that phases, in planning phase they will be define the goals and feasibilities of the project, which they are, and also the resource they are having, and the time the project is going to take. This all will be discussed in the planning phase. And for the next, the requirement analysis phase, they will be having functional and non-functional requirement. In functional requirement, like if we send some email to any customer in our project, like that email is sending properly or not will be discussed in the non-functional requirement. If it is sent, that is coming under a functional requirement. These all will be discussed in a requirement analysis phase. And then the design phase, they will be having a high level design, low level design, and like architectural design like UI UX design. And also they will be having a database and a front end design, like how the website or a app should come. That will be coming under uh, design phase. And next, the development phase,
Yeah, Ramya.
actual yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you talked about the low level design and high level design, right? What is the difference between low level design and high level? Are you aware about it?
uh, high level design is a design which is made a general blueprint, like how the structure is going to. They will first design some um, overview of the design will be coming in the high level design.
In high level design, what and all will be there? Like, what will be the outcome of that high level design?
uh, the detail of how the project will come. The designers and developers and testers will be discussed, and they will give how the everyone will come and collaborate, and they will give how the proper end product will come. That will be designed in the high level design. The solution, like architecture and the functionalities which the app or website is going to have will be coming in the high level design. And in the low level design, the components which are going to used in that will be coming in the low level design. I think so, ma'am, this one. But
Okay. So
then
fine. Um, Okay, so you have to in detail have about whatever you said on one aspect. Yes, definitely those are the things,
Okay,
but
ma'am.
you need to go and re-verify it again. Like what is that low level design? So low level design
Okay, okay, ma'am.
upper on the class level, right? Like when you are trying to create the relationship between the objects and other things, there it will come. So you we will not discuss more here,
Okay, ma'am.
but you can go ahead and in depth look into it. And if you have any questions, you come back to me. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, fine. We'll next move on to a little bit on agile. Okay, so can you talk
Okay, ma'am.
about what is agile and what are the ceremonies? We don't want to go in depth of the description of the ceremonies. Just list it down. What are the list of ceremonies you will be having? That should be enough.
Um, Agile, Agile is first developed for continuous changing environment, continuous changing requirement. Agile is developed, I think, to avoid the drawbacks in the waterfall model, agile methodology is introduced, and to uh, quickly deliver the software, and also we have to deliver the software within a limited time. So and also they will be more depending on the customer satisfaction. These all mainly involved in agile methodology. And also agile uses a project in a smaller modules, and they will be giving that part in the within 2 to 4 weeks. Like it will be using iterative and incremental model, like sprints. It will give the at least some part or module in a short period, um, instead of giving a full entire project in one after a year or a month. It will be giving us at least a small module in a short period using a process called sprint. So it will main highly achieve the customer satisfaction. um, that is I think in agile, ma'am. Agile.
Okay, so you talked about an iterative, right? Like when we are
Yeah,
going
ma'am.
iterative, what is the benefit you are getting out of it?
Yeah. The I before itself said, like iterative is again yeah, doing a process again and again, I think so. If the customer in between, we are doing one process in between, a customer is having any change in their requirement, if he wants to introduce in his app or a website, he will be giving us that requirement. We can able to change the requirement again in the agile process. Rather than in waterfall model, we are not able to complete the process. We will be changing the requirement at the we are not able to change the requirement in between. But in the agile, we can achieve that using that iterative approach, ma'am.
Okay. What are the, now we will move on. So what
Okay,
are the
ma'am.
different ceremonies that is performed in Agile?
Ceremonies is that sprint planning, sprint retrospective, sprint reviews. This and all done, ma'am. I have to explain or
No, no, you give me the details. We will talk about one. I will tell which topic to discuss.
okay, ma'am. There will be product backlog, sprint planning, sprint backlog, and also sprint review, sprint retrospective, and they will be having a daily stand-up meeting. They will be using a Kanban board, and also main thing is they take a user stories, and daily stand-up meeting will be there. And downtime is very little in agile, I think. And they will be using some methodology also, like scrum, kanban, lean, extreme programming, etc.
Fine.
That's what I
Can
think,
you
yeah, ma'am.
explain little bit about what they will do during the backlog refinement?
Backlog, okay. Backlog is product backlog is the requirement of
Is that
enter. Hello.
Hello.
हाँ
What
हाँ मैम.
what my question is,
Okay
there
मैम.
will be a backlog refinement meeting, right? In that backlog refinement, what is that they will be discussing?
In backlog, if they have in one sprint, they will be taking some module and they will do. If they are not able to complete that module in that sprint, they will have some uh, requirement to the next sprint, that will be considered as a backlog. So these and all, what are the things they have implemented in the, yeah, preceding sprint, and also what are the difficulties they have faced and what can be improved in the next sprint, and the backlog uh, we have they have in that last sprint, and also for that current sprint also they will be having some requirement. This also can be added, and they will do these two backlog at a time. They all will be discussed in that product backlog refinement thing. I
Okay. So what is epic? What is user story? Can you elaborate that?
um, User stories are the product owner or the client, they are stakeholder, they will be giving uh, their requirement like a user story, like small requirement. This will be given as a first in first module they will be giving like you have to finish this requirement in this sprint, like this they will be giving. This will consider, this will come and user story.
Okay, what is epic?
um Epic, I didn't have the idea ma'am actually.
Okay. How do I estimate an user story?
um User story estimate velocity.
No, what I'm asking
um, okay
for,
ma'am.
for a user story,
Okay ma'am.
if I'm assigning a task to you, right? Like a
Okay.
story.
Yeah ma'am.
So you need to come up with me like an estimation, right? This much time or something. So user story, how it is getting estimated, in which way?
um
Are you aware about story point?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you give me a example, ma'am, for this? Then I can
Ah,
understand more.
that's what. So are
Yeah,
you
ma'am.
aware about story points? What is story point?
For particular user story, they will be giving the step-by-step process, I think, ma'am. How to complete that one, achieve that user story in that module. Is that so, ma'am?
No, story point is something, the point that you give it to a story based
Okay,
upon
ma'am.
what that it takes in order to complete that story.
Okay, ma'am.
That
Fine.
is where you will estimate a story point.
Okay.
Stories.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. I think we are good with this theory things.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
you also mentioned you have created some static pages, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Share your screen and show me what is that
Okay,
you
ma'am.
have created.
Okay, ma'am. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Uh, And something is happening. Sorry, ma'am. I'll share the screen now.
Sure, sure.
Okay, ma'am. Host disable attendee screen sharing. Uh, Host disabled attendee screen sharing. Something is coming.
Okay, okay.
Actually,
1 minute, Ramya.
Pranav.
Ramya, 1 minute, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Check if you can now.
Pranav. I can. Okay, thank you. Ma'am, my screen is visible, ma'am.
Yes. Can you show the page which you have created?
Okay, ma'am. This is the code, HTML code I have created.
Yeah, I do not want the code. I want.
Okay, ma'am.
Uh,
I'll just run them.
sure.
Uh, Ma'am, this is the code. This is the HTML page I
No,
have created using that
I'm
HTML.
one second.
Uh,
I'm not seeing.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm not seeing your.
You're not able to.
Can you hear me?
Hello? And your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not able to see your HTML page. It's still showing me the code.
Okay, ma'am. Just I'll see what happened. Um, Ma'am, now.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. This is the HTML page I have created, ma'am. Sir has given this task to create a
Okay.
page.
1 second. 1 second.
Okay, ma'am.
Can you scroll down?
Okay, ma'am. Uh,
It will not scroll down.
okay.
Okay. So if you see, there is a discover the unique
Yes, ma'am.
stuff, right? It's there, correct? That background is white, right? I want
Yes, ma'am.
to change that background to blue.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, light blue. And the text color, right now it is black, right?
Okay, ma'am.
That we need to change it to white.
Okay,
Okay, this is the first one. Second requirement is
ma'am.
it is at the left side, right? The discover the unique edge of your SSS page.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
has to come as center.
Okay.
And the remaining values, whatever you are seeing on the right, that in interdisciplinary approach, tech
Mm.
center, that and all, it should come down and center. So
Okay, ma'am.
discover will be the header and the remaining will come down. And you have to remove all the bullet points.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so this is the requirement. Can you update the code and show me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you able to see my screen, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah. You can code it and then refresh it. I'm only seeing your static page, but that's okay.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Take the change and show me the static page. That should be fine.
Okay. The text color is white. Then discover the unique that comes. Bullet should not come. This also should be in center. I think. Hello. Uh,
Hello?
ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah. So there is a gap, right, between
Huh.
techno for research
Ah,
and
yes, ma'am. I given some break. I'll just come delete that one. Huh. Ma'am, is it fine, ma'am?
cool. It's looking fine. Okay. Thanks,
Thank you,
Ramya.
ma'am.
That's it from our mock interview. Thanks for your time. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Pranav, who will join next? Hello. Pranav, can you hear us?
Yeah, ma'am. Sorry, tell me.
Yeah, who will join next?
Yeah, Sugandha or Swati maybe. I'll just ask 2 minutes. I'll make them
Swati
join
is
the meeting.
already done back.
Sorry, Sugandha will join. I'll make them join right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Ramya. You can drop off.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Yeah, Sugandha is here.
Hey, Sugandha.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Okay, so we will start at the mock interview. So how that things will go is we'll start with a quick intro, okay, and then
Okay.
20 minutes we will have like a theory discussion, and then last 10 minutes will be kind of the HTML part. We will go depth. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
can start with your introduction. So you can also
Okay.
talk about what is that you're currently learning as well.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, ma'am. Myself, Sugandha Upadhyay. I am working as a senior technical author in the John Deere projects from the GGS Information Services. I have more than 17 years of experience. So I have joined here for the learning some things which can be adapt in my next job. So I have added some class here. So I am learning here some APIs and SDLC till now. Anything else, ma'am?
Have you learned about HTML, CSS? Have you created any static pages with HTML?
No, not yet.
Okay. So are you aware about HTML, CSS, or only about the SDLC, Agile, and APIs?
No, I have learned. Till now, I have learned regarding API, SDLC because these are new topics for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So HTML, are you aware about it or completely no?
HTML.
So have you created any static web pages as part of your?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
I have not created HTML. The part, whatever in my work, there are HTML files are there. So I have gone through that. Means whatever ECN we have, engineering change notes, those are in the HTML format.
No, what I'm asking
So
is, as
this is
part of
this
this,
one.
what you have it, have you created any static web pages using HTML and
No,
okay, fine.
no, I have
Uh,
not created.
Fine. Let's move on. I'll go with whatever the topics you have learned. So, can you talk about the software development life cycle? What is that?
Yeah, software development life cycle, SDLC. It is total life cycle when whatever software, any software created. Okay, so it will gone through all these stages what are in the SDLC like planning, requirement analysis, then design, then implementation and coding and testing, and after that the maintenance. So whatever software we are creating, so it must gone through all these stages.
Okay. So, can you elaborate design? Like when we are talking about design, in design
Yeah.
phase, what and all will be done, and what will be the
Okay.
outcome of a design phase?
Yeah. Yeah. After the requirement analysis, okay, one SRS document is created, that is specification uh, requirement specification, that one document is created. So on the basis of that, that requirement analysis is done by the business analyst. Okay, so whatever work done,
Yeah.
okay, so
So,
that is go to the designer.
you able
So
to
on the
are you able to hear me?
yeah,
Oh, we will not go into the requirement analysis. What I want is in the design phase, what is the
design phase.
we
Okay,
designing? Okay. And what will be
okay,
the outcome of the design? We'll only focus on design aspect.
okay. So designer is created one framework, means how the software look like. So on the basis of that, the coding is done.
Okay, what is the outcome of the
So
design?
there is one document, DDS document is created on the with the help of that developer design the codes.
What is the DDS document? Can you elaborate that?
Design design document specification like that.
Okay, fine. So
Mhm.
you also
So
talked
there are two types of uh, high level design and low level design. There are two types also. So it is a main means architecture of that framework, means how the software looks like.
once again. We'll go one by one. Okay. So you talked about
Okay.
high level design and low level design, right? Can you talk about
Mhm.
high level design? What is high level design?
High level design means what is the high level points we said, like means what it look like. It is not going into the
Scenario.
particular one on one thing. Hmm.
Let's
It
scenario.
is the
Say,
okay.
I hope my voice is audible, right? Or it's not clear.
It is little bit not clear.
Is it fine now?
Yeah.
Okay. So my question is, say suppose I'm completely new to software development like cycle and I'm not aware about high level design or low level design. So if you have to
Mhm.
explain about high level design and what is high level design and what is low
Mhm.
level, how do you explain that? So that I get an idea, because to me it is I am completely unaware of it. Let's take that example, that I am totally unaware of it. What is designers, what is high level design, and what is low level? How do you explain to me
Okay.
on that? Like what is that high level and what is low level?
Okay. Okay. I will take the example that
Oh,
if I created the software regarding weather forecasting. So in the high level design, I can say to the client that what is the outcome of that. That I'm giving the input that I'm uh, searching for the climate, and we are getting the weather forecasting. So it is the high level design I'm uh, saying to the client. And in the low level design, if you ask then how the process is working, what are the softwares included in that, and what is the all the procedures, so that will come under the low level design.
okay. Um, Fine, we'll move on. So you also talked about maintenance phase, right? Can you tell me
Right.
what does that maintenance phase means?
One software we have developed, okay, coding is done. After that testing we have done. Okay, after testing we have submitted that software to the client. Okay, and at the client side if they are getting any errors, okay, so it is our responsibility to do the maintenance over that. Means it is responsibility of that developer. So whatever issues they are getting, okay, so we should resolve those issues.
Okay, we'll move on.
In other, okay,
That's fine. So we will move on a little bit on agile. Okay, so can you explain me about agile? What are the different
yeah.
ceremonies that we follow in agile?
Agile methodology works on the Scrum framework. So in that there are sprints are there. Okay, sprint planning, then sprint retrospective. Then we have sprint product owner and sprint backlog. Okay, in this way we are getting the short goals, and we are uh, finishing those short goals in the form of sprints.
What we will do during the sprint planning? What does that the team perform during a sprint planning?
Sprint planning, it is the responsibility of the product owner. So he is taking the task, whatever tasks are we have to complete in the 2 to 3 weeks. So as per that, we plan those that who will complete the task.
How they will decide what are the stories that has to be taken in the sprint? What is that criteria
As
to?
as per the priorities, means as per the priority or the deadline, some tasks are related to timelines. Okay, so we have to complete in the timeline, so we have to take first those tasks.
Okay. Okay. So can you talk about user story? What is user story? What is epic?
user user stories. Okay, so whatever we plan, so individually they have to create their own task. So these we call it as a user stories. That if I am an individual in the team, then if I got one task, then I create my user story, that this is the task and this is my user story, and I will complete this in this timeline. I have to complete that. So I have set that timeline for me. So that is the individual user stories.
What is epic?
Epic, I have not come across that word.
Okay. So you have mentioned about the timeline, right, for user
Right.
story. How
Mhm.
we will estimate a user story? What is the way a user story gets estimated? That this much time it is taking. How long it takes?
Okay, generally one sprint it took 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, but
No,
as per
What
the
what my question is, for a user,
mhm,
you will define some variable, right? With that only you define
right,
this is my estimation. What is that
right.
criteria? How a user story will be measured with respect to the timelines?
Um, that timeline is decided by the individual, right? I will give you one example, that if I'm working for the ECM, engineering change note, okay, ECN. So that if the effective date for that is the 15 days, okay. So after 15 days and 5 days more, so that target I will take. That in the 20 days I have to complete that task. So timeline depends on the task and the project, whatever we have take.
Have you heard about story points? What is story points?
No.
Okay, fine. We will move on. We will move on little bit on API side. API, since you learned about it, can you explain me about API? What is API?
API is the application programming interface. It is the communication, we can say it is a communication language between the different softwares.
Okay, how to create APIs?
For there are different HTTP methods like get, post, patch, delete.
Okay, what is the difference between put and post?
In the put, we are updating something, and in post, we are posting something.
Okay. Um, what are the different types of APIs?
Types of APIs are these are the some public APIs are there, some private APIs are there, some internal and some composite.
Okay. So what is private means? What is public means?
Public means like Swiggy. Okay, anyone can enter the request in that, and we are getting the response. But private, it is the limited scope is there. If we say any company, so if API is related to any company, so the scope of that API is limited to that company only. So no anyone can no one can use that API. Okay, limited people having the authority for that using that APIs.
Okay. So what is API documentation?
API documentation. Once we created the API, so these are used by the means any many persons can use those API. Okay, so once that API is created, so how to use that? Okay, and how to utilize that? Okay, any changes in that upgraded in that API, so that also should be documented. Okay, so that anyone can know how to use that. Like SOPs, we can say the API documentation is.
What are the data I need to capture in a API documentation?
When that API is created, okay, what is the method it is used, like what method they have used, in JSN or different methods are there. So what is method is utilized? What is the changes done in that, like that?
Okay, can you create a, so we will make a small exercise now for the API document.
Okay.
Maybe you can share
Okay.
your screen, notepad or something. So I want API documentation for one of my API. Okay. What and all you needed in order to create it? You ask me one by one, I can give the details to you so that you can update the document.
Actually, in exercise, I have created one API document regarding employee blood group.
Oh, okay.
Related to that, I have tried that.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, I have created one string. Okay, so there are three columns I have taken for that.
No,
That
what
employee ID.
is
Okay.
now what exercise we do is you show me a
Okay.
like a page. Okay, like I just want to create one of my API, an API documentation. Okay, for that, what and all information you need from me, you ask me. Like you said, right, HTTP you need it, right? What is the method type, everything. So what and all you need
Right.
for your API documentation, ask me one by one. I'll give the details and then you can update your document accordingly.
I think I can't do that. I am still confused in that.
Okay, so can you share me what you have done already?
Yeah, I will send one document to you. Means what is the assignment you have gave me, na?
Yeah,
So in that I have created.
you
Okay.
can share.
Can I share that file with you?
No, you share your screen here. We will discuss that.
It is visible.
No, it is not visible.
Can I share that document, whatever I have created?
No, I want to have some small exercise during this mock interview. That is what I want to do. So if you could share it, we can discuss it now only. If not, that's okay. We can do it later also. That's totally.
Okay.
Will you be able to exercise now or you want to later?
I will do it later.
Sure.
Because whatever, as per my understanding, what I did, I will tell you. Because we have to create one table, right?
Correct. If
So
you
in the get HTTP get method,
no, Suganta, if you share the screen and show me, it will be easy for me also to relate what you are defining, right? Already. And I
okay. Actually, I'm sharing.
suggestions also there.
Okay. I have shared my screen, but why it is not shared to you?
Pranav, are you able to see Suganta's screen? I'm unable to see her screen.
No, no, no.
See, I'm sharing my. Now it is visible.
Yeah, now
Uh,
it. But seeing a blank screen only. I'm not seeing.
Okay, 1 minute. I will open that document first. 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah, but we are unable to see it.
Now,
No. Are you connecting from your laptop or mobile phone?
Mobile phone.
Okay, will it be possible for you to connect via laptop? Or maybe I'm not sure. It's not displaying for us.
Ma'am, I have sent you that document to you as well.
Okay, fine. Let me check. Okay, so here you have talked about HTTP method. I've talked
Hmm.
about the URL. Talked about the request, content type, error. Okay, some of the things, this looks fine. Some of the things which you have to add it, the error details, okay, the error code, what
Hmm.
are codes you have to add it, and
Okay.
request, what is the type of that request? It is a path URL or query params, or it is a post request that you have to send it. This looks fine. Okay, so similar to that only,
Okay.
I was expecting
Okay.
small exercise. But yeah, this is
Hmm.
the kind of information which you need it. But only point is you need to
Yeah.
little elaborate this. This is the document which you shared looks very like a kind of a case
Beginner.
paper, right? It is not so
Hmm.
elaborative. So suppose a
Right.
person who comes and gets that in, you have collected all the information, whatever information that is needed, that are there. That is
Hmm.
exact. Okay, but the way that has been written, it has to be little elaborate. So what
Okay.
I
Actually, you have shared with me one document, right?
yeah.
While explaining. So on the basis of that only I have created, but that
No,
lot many I have to learn in that.
no, that is just a sample, right? I will not be able to
Right.
entire detail because I want your inputs there, how you want to create it. Correct? So what
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
just try updating this document because the content is almost the same. So we are good with the content. Only the way of display, right?
Okay.
So you can
Hmm.
elaborate information and you can share it with me again. We can have that data.
Okay.
Sure. But yeah, whatever you
Yeah.
have said, this is that same. So when the exercise we are doing, this is what you need to ask me.
Hmm.
Okay. Saying that, can you provide me what is the HTTP method? Can you tell me what is the URL? Can you tell me about the
Okay.
request? Because same thing you have captured here. This is what you need to ask me
Hmm.
when you are creating a new API documentation.
Okay.
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 But
I
yeah,
will try like that
that looks
only. Hmm.
fine. That looks fine for me.
Okay.
Cool. Cool, Suganta. I think that is done. So, with that, Mark, I suggest you to rework on that API documentation and share it with me,
Right.
and then
Okay.
it later. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. And one more thing. Actually, I have not prepared one. I will again give you the mock interview because I don't have the document also, whatever notepad I have, things, whatever captured. I am out of station, but I have tried. I know.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Get you take the feedback. See, now you will know, right? Like where are the areas you have to concentrate on. You take that rework
Okay.
and then come back again. This is just the mock interview.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're totally good.
Right. 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 No, no, I will definitely do the more because when I can learn, I will read that, then I can give you the most correctly the answers because that agile methodology and all that I am using that, but still I am not explaining you correctly.
That is
Uh,
totally fine. That is totally fine. Not a
yeah.
problem. Okay.
Uh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Pranav, anyone else joining now?
Yeah, Priya might join.
Okay.
हाँ.
Shall I leave?
Sure, you can drop off. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a minute, ma'am. She is joining.
Okay.
Hello, Priya.
Yeah, hi.
Okay, you can start now.
Hello.
Hey Priya, good morning.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. Very good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Cool. We will get started. Okay, so the agenda of the meeting looks like we'll go with the introduction, and then next 15 minutes we will do some theory discussions, and then the last 10 minutes we'll have like kind of uh, some hands-on kind of, right, like based upon scenarios we will look into it. Okay, this is how our interview is going to be. So first I'll start
Okay.
with your intro. Can you do a quick introduction of yourself? Are you able to hear me? Yeah.
Okay. First of all, thanks for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. My name is. Ha, yes. My voice is audible,
Yeah,
right?
now it is audible.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, it's audible. Priya.
Okay, got it. So thanks for giving me the opportunity. Okay. Thanks for giving opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Priya. I'm currently belong from Maharashtra. So currently
I
I'm working
uh,
with
uh
Infiltrate as a sales specialist. So
hello,
previous,
Priya, your voice is not clear actually.
yes, please come again. Yes, ma'am, please come again. Okay, 1 second.
I think there is a lag in your network.
Might be. Now it's proper.
Are you able to hear us?
Yes. I'm able to hear you.
There is a lag. It's just not, we couldn't hear you clearly.
Uh, Ma'am, is
Okay,
it
one
okay
second.
if she can turn off her camera because of the camera the network will be slow.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Hello, Priya, is it okay if you can turn off your camera?
Yes, Pranay.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll go with the quick intro.
Sure. So myself, Priya. I'm currently belong from Maharashtra. So currently I'm working with Infiltrate as a sales specialist.
Okay, her network is, I guess it's not good. She just dropped out of the meeting. Just a minute, I'll check.
Okay, if not, we can. I think one more person is there, right? We can have their interview first.
Okay, I'll check with her just a minute.
Okay.
Hello. Now I'm audible, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
you're audible now.
Okay, ठीक है. So myself Priya, I'm currently belong from Maharashtra. So currently I'm working with MPhil as a sales specialist. So previously I worked with two more companies with Upgrade as well and Simply Learn. So total experience in sales in the business development, it's totally near around 2 years and 5 months. So coming on to my educational background, I did BSc in Aeronautics and Aircraft Maintenance Engineering from HL Pravara Institute, Nasik. After that, I did MBA in Marketing from DSNMITD Mumbai. I possess a strong communication skills. I will like to explore the new upskilling skills than suffering the internets and stuff. Then my hobbies are playing badminton, cricket, and the tennis ball as well. So my short term goal is to basically the learn and upskill and leverage into the AI and get a setup into the proper job into this IT technology. And my long term goal is to become the entrepreneur as well. That's all about me. Thank you.
Okay, what is that you're currently learning?
Okay, the skills about you're asking me, right? So coming on to the learning journey over in this completely course. So first is learning means it's properly little bit about the coding part as well, like and the website designing as first we have gone through it, which is the HTML and the little bit about the CSS part and the more an in-depth understanding about the SDLC, which is the software development life cycle. What are the phases involved in that? What is the a little bit about the agile and the Scrum framework? That's it. Along with that, I'm learning the hands-on how to manage the in the project management methodology like that. That's all.
Okay, so you talked about HTML, CSS. So have you created any um, static pages?
Okay, so one web page actually I have created. That's the tags given by the shared by the Joshua sir along with the teammates of the STEP. Okay, so in that basically I have created one web page. In that it is for the newsletter properly, which is consist of heading, then which is consist of basically the it's a ad basically it's of Ramia University. Okay, then it's probably and most involved in the depth of their courses, highlights of courses, and their brief intro about the the university. It's mentioning their programs and their how much basically they are UG and the PG programs. It's more, yes, I have created one web page as well, and I have submitted that assignment as well.
Okay, cool. So now what I want is can we will move first 15 minutes. We'll talk about some questions like we'll discuss on that, and then probably as I mentioned, next 8 minutes we'll have some exercise to do it. Okay. So to begin with, can you elaborate about software development life cycle? So you said you have learned about it. Think that I'm completely new and you are trying to explain me about software development life cycle. So I would like to understand about that. So can you elaborate that what is software development life cycle?
Okay, so just you want to me the explain in brief, or you just wanted to me go like only the phases and all that?
First thing is I want to understand what is software development life cycle.
Okay,
Then
okay,
the phases. Phase,
okay.
just give me the name, the just a high level information about the phase. I will give you one topic. In that one topic, we will go in depth. One of
ठीक
the
है, ठीक.
okay.
Okay, sure. So, like, suppose you're working in any software field or any SaaS based a profile or any SaaS built technology. So this will come into the picture basically. Okay. So what exactly the software development life cycle? So as many people are coming in the organization in new, so they want basically the structured process which is used further to developing that proper software application. So there are one by one, there are actually the common phases. So from where exactly you will be starting to develop any particular type of software. Okay, so in that it defines the what are the stages and what are the basically the different types of activity is involved in proper development of this basically that software. Okay, so in that the common phases we are actually using in SDLC, which is first is come we have to actually plan. Then planning means what exactly there you have to define what is the scope means, so basically what is the goal, what you have to add into that software. Then what are the different type of resources you need to proper plan and structure that software. Then how to create basically the project plan means who will be going on to what are the resources will basically use for to basically design coding and all that. Then second will come into the picture, which is the feasibility study which exactly used for assessing the technical, operational and financial feasibility. So when it comes to the technical and operational, so what are exactly the financial feasibility means estimating the projection of what is the cost of that software it will be going to be estimated for that particular time, and what will be the projection once we exactly done with this all this thing.
So
Then
cost
it's
estimation and the thing will be, will it be past part of software development life cycle, or will it not be?
yes, yes.
Okay, which ways they will have it?
I'm coming into first place. I'm actually going to explain you, which is planning and the after planning there is a requirements gathering and analysis.
Okay, in that the cost estimation will come, or which ways it will come?
Okay, so cost and estimation, it's totally after the planning we are actually doing. That is the feasibility study.
Okay, fine. We'll move on to the next phases.
Okay, so after the planning, there is a second stage, which is the requirement gathering and analysis. So, requirement gathering and analysis, mostly in the software industry, it is done by the business analyst professionals. Those are part of the team basically. So in that they have to basically gather the details from the stakeholders, and collectively they have to side by side they have to document it as well. So there is one document which is SRS, which is going to be completed in this phase. So this include the basically then what are the clarity this documents is basically mention the different types of the collectively and what are exactly functional and non-functional system requirements are there. So after that the team is going to analysis the requirements to ensure for the what are the clear goal and perspective to completeness of the project. So third stage is basically of this designing. Design means basically how the whole basically the software is gonna look like, what will be the user interface, which is the UI and UX design, how exactly our customer is going to interactive, how they will feel the touch for this product. So it's basically the overall structures are going to plan over here. After the designing, it comes
Okay,
into
go in
the
depth on design little bit. Okay, so design, you mentioned, okay, they will be designing how it looks like everything. What will be the outcome of it? Suppose I say the design phase is done. What is that I will be sharing to the development team?
Okay, means how is the designing gonna look like? It's like that architect. Okay, for the designing team, what we exactly are sharing? Like that's the question, right?
No, say I'm finishing my design, right?
Okay.
If it is a requirement gathering, I will be gathering my requirement and share it kind of a detail, maybe a document, right? Like a functional requirement document, I will be sharing to the team so that the team,
Okay.
hey, this is what it is. Like that, if I complete a design, what is that outcome? It is the in my document, what are the data I will capture?
Okay. So in that data, we are exactly sharing the system architecture. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
there are basically the two types of designing we are going to share, which is specifically into the detailed designing part, which is two type of designing may be going to included in that. It's a high level and low level design. Then also we are sharing some design specifications, which are useful for the development.
Okay. So what you talked about high level design and low level design, correct?
Ah, yes.
Can you talk about that in detail about like what is this high level? What is the difference between these two?
Okay, so coming on to the high level design and the low level design, it's completely the basically how our overall structure of a system it's gonna be look like. Okay, it's mainly focuses on the how you interact. Like as you mentioned in the UI and UX designing, it's more about the technical details and the clear picture how the whole system is gonna be look like. So it's mainly about the how we are going to present, then what are the different layers, then what are the component design in that, what are the integrations we are actually using into that. So these are the things basically it's included into the uh, comes into the picture of the like the high level designing part.
Okay. Let's move on a little bit towards agile. Okay. So can you explain me what is agile and then what are the different ceremonies we will perform in the
Okay, got. Okay. So coming on to the agile, so currently, like we are previously we was using the different types of models, but agile is basically currently we are every organization is basically implementing that. The one also its organization is following, which is the scaled agile framework that is safe. So agile is basically the project management and the a product management methodology, which basically emphasizes like how to be easy into the collaboration, then into the flexibility, then into the customer feedback, and into the rapid iteration. So coming on to the benefit, what exactly the agile provides and what is important is like the we can easily change if there is any requirements coming into the picture from the stakeholder or from the customer side. So we can deliver it, we can respond to that change very quickly. That is the main benefit of the agile, and we can maintain that close collaborations with our stakeholders. And coming on to the ceremonies over here, so which is the it's more about into the one second, ceremonies in this ceremonies in scrum you want, right? You're asking me,
the
ma'am?
is you perform like a sprint planning, right? Like another meeting.
Got it, got it. So coming on to the what exactly the sprint and its ceremonies over here. Okay, so like if you're working on the project in the like in the environment of the any technology or IT related part. So this first coming to this part is basically the sprint. So usually the cycles will go into the like nearly around for the starting from the 2 to 4 weeks lengths. It depend upon the how our projects is gonna be long and what are the duration of the specific project we are working upon. Okay, then we actually have to plan the sprint. Okay, planning means basically the like beginning of the each of the meeting, the team is gonna be decided what is our goal, what is exactly we are actually focusing on. So we are either focusing on, is it our project having any issues, any something error we are facing, or either we are facing any backlog related things. So this we are actually taking into consideration. Then many industries, there are specific roles is like the scrum master roles, so they actually have to plan all this, and they have to ensure that everyone is going to join, everyone are actually performing their tasks, all the scrum meetings are going into the proper executions and the planning. So coming into the daily stand up, what exactly happening, it's a type of the short, or typically it will be lasting for these 15 to 20 minutes, as mostly it's typically goes around the 15 minutes, where all the team members like product owners, business analyst persons, and the development team, they're actually going to discuss about the progress, like what actually I have done for the 2 days work, for the tomorrow what exactly are pending, and what are the backlogs, what are the issues, what are the errors we are actually going to, what are the blockers we are actually facing. Then after that, once it going to finished, then when the sprint is actually going to finish, then it comes to the basically the review part over there at the end of any sprint, where the different like what are the exactly the completed work, and what are the feedback for that. This same things, if any error comes, the same things will not going to repeat you on the any another project. So that is for the review which going to take in, and the feedback is taken into consideration. So after that, yeah, so coming after that, we are actually going to see the sprint retrospective as well. It's basically the mainly focuses on the identifies for the areas of the improvement. The same thing which is, as I mentioned, it's not going to happen again and again, and the performance is not going to be affected, and it's completely going to be mostly focuses on the part of the progress, and how to improve basically the process for the particular work to be done in the effective manner. That's all.
Okay, let's move on to the exercise. I think we have another 5 minutes. So you mentioned you have created some static pages, right? So can you share your screen and show me what is that page you have created? I would like to see the page.
Okay, I'm just once again I joined through phone. Let me join through my laptop again if it's allowing me to share. 1 second.
Yeah, it's better you join via laptop because we have to make some code changes also. Hello, Priya, are you able to join us?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, something network error is there, so I'm actually unable to join from my laptop. I actually shared my code with Riyash and Pranav. I don't know they are having it or not with them.
I want to exercise in this mock interview, so I would like you to do that exercise. So it's better if you could join and then show it. I want your code also running because the changes we can do it and then can show it.
Hello, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah, we can able to see it. Can you? Okay, so in this screen, so there is the discover the unique edge, right? There is a block there, right? And it is showing in white color, right? I want that to change it to blue color. That background has to be, instead of white, it has to be blue. And the text color has to change it from black to white. That is my second requirement. And third is the discover the unique, that we need to move it to center of the page. And remaining whatever it is into the right side, we need to move it down. That comprehensive career support, everything, we have to move it down. And the bullets, whatever it is there, we just need to remove it. So can you do it and run it again and show me?
Just one second.
Have to reduce.
Yeah, you can turn off one of your speaker and one of your mic, so it will be good.
I think you can drop off from your mobile. Are you able to hear us? You're on mute.
I'm audible, you right?
Yeah. You got the requirements, right? You're on mute, Priya.
Yes, ma'am. 1 second. Just 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Are you able to hear us? And have you got my requirement?
Yes. So in that class, basically the discover wala class section, you want background color as a black color, right?
No. The discover the unique edge of yours. That background color, I want to change it to.
Hello.
Hello, we couldn't hear you properly, Priya.
1 second, ma'am. This you want, right?
Oh, your voice is not audible. I couldn't hear you.
Discover the
I could
unique
hear you properly.
age of
Priya, your voice is really breaking. I guess the
hello.
network issues there.
Hello. Yes. So this section, okay. So this section, yes,
Pranav, I
yes,
think we can do it
due
later.
to network and Wi-Fi issues, that's why.
Sorry, ma'am, come again.
Can you ask her to rejoin again, or we can
Okay.
later also? Because I think.
Okay, I'll ask 1 minute.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, sorry for inconvenience. From my laptop, was actually I'm able to share the screen, but due to the unstable network, it's showing error to me.
Fine. We can rejoin it again, but I want this exercise, we can do it later. So once your network is fine, then please inform Pranav about this. Cool.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. We
Yeah.
can do that. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for understanding. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye. Pranav, anyone else is joining?
Kala is there, ma'am. But at 1 p.m. we have another meeting. Meet your mentor. Basically, everybody is going to meet with Chandan.
Sure. Fine,
Ah,
then we can do it later.
okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye bye.